This is Epicyon haydeni. Epicyon is the largest ever member of the dog family, reaching the size of a bear. But even though it is part of the dog family, it is not a canine. The dog family actually consists of three broad lineages. The animals we know as canines are merely the sole surviving lineage of the family. Canines actually began as smaller fox-sized animals and faced competition from their kin and other carnivores, which initially kept them from evolving to reach larger sizes. Epicyon is part of an older lineage of the dog family that reached large sizes before the canines, but neither of these groups are the oldest members of their family. The dog family originated in North America 40 million years ago, making it the oldest living family of carnivorous mammals. The earliest members of the family are called the Hesperocyanines. These early dogs remained small and fox-sized for a large part of their existence. The lineage only evolved to reach larger sizes once its competition, two older families of carnivores, went extinct in North America around 25 million years ago. These two extinct groups were the Nimravids, who were a sister lineage to the cat family, and the Hyenodontids, who were an archaic group that only superficially resembled dogs or hyenas. After these two groups vanished, the Hesperocyanines eventually evolved to reach the size of jackals and even small wolves before they went extinct 15 million years ago. The two other dog family lineages evolved from the Hesperocyanines about 33 million years ago. One of these was the canines, while the other was called the boringXtreme, which is the group that Epicyon belonged to. The boringXtreme and the canines would initially remain small and fox-like in shape. The earliest canines, called Leptocyon, would persist for millions of years, with only a few species existing at a time. But the boringXtreme gradually replaced the Hesperocyanines to become the dominant carnivores in North America. These dogs were bone crushers akin to hyenas, and were among the largest members of the dog family. BoringXtreme gradually declined in number, and vanished as recently as 2.5 million years ago. Around 10 million years ago, new canine species had begun replacing the smaller, extinct species of boringXtreme. By about 5 million years ago, foxes and the ancestors of larger canines like wolves and jackals had appeared and invaded the Old World via the Bering Land Bridge. New species would evolve in Africa and Eurasia, including large, highly carnivorous canines like the gray wolf. This species and others, like the red fox, would eventually migrate back to North America. The coyote, on the other hand, evolved from canines that had remained in North America, filling a similar role in the New World to Eurasia's medium-sized golden jackal. In South America, there exists a lesser-known group of canines. Around 3 million years ago, volcanic activity in Panama formed a land bridge connecting North America to South America, which had been an island continent for millions of years. This allowed many animals that had evolved independently of each other to establish themselves on a new landmass, including a distinct group of canines that are sometimes called the South American foxes. These animals are not true foxes, but are a part of the same canine lineage as wolves, jackals, and the coyote. The most famous of this group is the Falkland Islands wolf. Charles Darwin famously predicted that this species would go extinct due to its lack of fear and aggression towards man. Darwin's prediction, unfortunately, came to pass, with the Falkland wolf being one of the first canines to go extinct during modern times. The dingo, brought to Australia by man, is also significant. It represents the expansion of canines to a continent that had largely been isolated from the rest of the world for millions of years. But a close relative of the dingo has become the most successful canine of all, the domestic dog. About 15,000 years ago, the dog was the first ever animal that man selectively bred, or domesticated. The gray wolf is the closest living relative of the dog, but dogs are not directly descended from these wolves. Instead, a now extinct wolf population is believed to be their ancestors. The fate of dogs has been quite different than that of their close relatives, whose range has declined over time. With a little help from their human companions, dogs are the most widespread members of their family to have ever lived.